From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Mexico City Diablos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. Hey, stand up. Get up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
He's checking. Roll out. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6. He's gripping.
Back to throw here. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
60 outlaw. Protein spill. Leo.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively brings up 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set, ready. Use the money. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check 1-3. Shift. Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's the way to hit.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 10-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rock it.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Good job. 6-6. Pull it high. 52.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Murray going to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
18 Gator. Hey, Sam off. Check 99. He's crashing. X3. 218. Chopper.
Now a first down carry by Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
At the 6-yard line.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go. Henry. 58 to Mike.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Watch out. Switch. Slam.
Score.
Shift.
Greystone, travel.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's coming.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions.
Exactly.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction. It leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Back to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this cover, the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Got it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Set. 60 outlaw. Squeeze. Now.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 6. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ronnie, 59. Bam.
Let's bring it. Check that.
Use your Porkins. Leo.
Check. No.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Look at me. Go.
15, check 15.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half from Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Set. 30 base. Hey, stand off.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw taken in by Cole. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange. Someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the delay, Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, let's get this.
From the 38, Murray. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
That's gonna be a long day. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Lucky. Get it.
Right back to him on first down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Murray now on first down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Mexico City as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray flushed out right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
First down, Murray. He's got it to Williams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
I smell fear in that offense. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 43.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Cameron Batson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Check nickel. Watch the edge. Check 24. Check 24.
Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Check 99. Check 99. He's great.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick,
Ready?
tick.
50, play.
Let him know. Hey, check 24.
Four.
Hey, turn it up. Deuce. Kill.
Ready?
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Vitale. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Switch gears. Kill, kill, kill. Check it backer, check it backer. Alert 3, alert. Score out. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch, switch, switch. Shoot.
This is Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Green Bay, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S.